Now this is the test right here everybody has asked for. Come on then. Oh my God, this club head speed is the biggest yet. I've got in my hand the $850 Autoflex up against just any old senior shaft. Now, to give you an idea of why I'm doing this, the whole idea of an Autoflex is that it's 20 to 30 grams lighter than a normal standard shaft. Well, that's pretty much exactly what a senior flex is. So have a look at these here. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to put them up against each other in a head-to-head battle. Now, the senior flex might have a lot to do here because look at the difference in length. An inch, we're going to say, shorter. Now, if the shaft is shorter, that's going to really limit club head speed, which could really limit overall total. I also saw a lot of questions, Alex, how are you putting these shafts and changing onto a head? Well, Scottsdale provided me with this universal adapter. So essentially, with the same head, I can pop it on there and pop it on there and make this test as fair as possible. So I've actually thought about this good and proper because a lot of you said, Alex, when you originally tried this, you should have put it in a low spinning head. Well, I've done that. I'm putting it in what I think is the best one of 2024. This, the Callaway Ai Smoke Triple Diamond. This thing was seriously fast. Now, how is it going to fare up in here? I have literally no idea. I'm going to start where it means to go on. I'm going to start with the expensive beauty and see what this significantly cheaper option has to match. Now, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'd be worried if I was Autoflex, that's all I'm going to say. I'm also going to match it with here a 9-degree head, okay? Because I think, you know, I want to have it where I've got a low spinning head in a lower loft just to keep that spin down if I have a shaft that is a lot softer than I'm used to. Now, I have literally no idea how this is going to go. I'm predicting that this, just because of the price point, it should be better. And one thing that I have found is as I'm going through this test, the numbers seem to sort of change as I get used to the shaft that I'm hitting. So don't take it just at first glance. Make sure you see how this finishes. Okay, fairway, let's set it. We're going 150-yard marker, black box. We've got a load of shots to hit. Let's get to it. First one away. Look at this shaft. I'm excited to hit this. Ooh, hello. That was straight down the middle of the fairway and a flat flight. What is the damage here? 280. It's okay. It's a good ballpark figure to start with, I guess. Let's go for another shot. Now, I sort of showed you then, didn't I, how flexy the shaft is. Look at that. And that's the idea. It feels to me like firm up here, soft down here. And when I originally tried the shaft, like when I'm swinging, it feels like the head's gonna hit you on the back of the head. Oh, it's a cold day today. Let's go ball number 2. Oh, that was ripped. I don't think it got much better. It's a bold claim, I know, but that was absolutely ripped. Let me have a look. Come on then. This is a real strong start for the Autoflex. 294 yards. Now, if I'm thinking what I want to expect from this shaft in particular, but I'll be surprised if I get it with the senior shaft, is hopefully 300 yards. But what I'd expect to see in the other numbers is around 2,500 spin. I know a lot of you mentioned you wanted to see that. Over 110 club head speed and over 160 ball speed. Let's see if this did that. Let me have a look at this. 109.9 club speed, 161 ball speed, and 2.3 spin. It did feel like it was a low spinning shot, that. Anything around 2.5, I'm absolutely happy with. It's a strong start, 294. Let's go for the next one. Oh, that was so good again. I know it's leaking. Come on, stay on the fairway. Please stay on the fairway. Just on the fairway. 283, that surprised me, that. 283 total, that didn't go as far. Okay, let's go into ball number 4. These numbers are fluctuating. You think 280, 290 plus, back down to sort of mid 280s, up, down, up, down. Now, one thing that I'm really starting to be a bit questionable about this shaft is, yes, my club head speed is getting up there, but my ball speed isn't really matching that. I find it hard to know where the face is. I know that might sound bizarre, but I really do. And I think that's due to this being really quite flexy here. Like, what do you think? Like, one, it's pink, that's cool. It goes into this turquoisey look here. But even though I'm seeing that massive, well, 3-4 miles an hour clubhead speed is good, it's right? But I'm finding it hard to find the middle. I know I've hit the fairway, we've got 2 more to hit. Okay, ball number 4. Again, it's a good hit. Found the fairway. Do you know what, it's really quite bizarre, this. This is really fluctuating. It's a good hit. But a minute ago, I was saying, like, I'm happy with my clubhead speed. Look, that's dropped. 107.8. Now, how far's that gone? If I load this in here, 286 total. It's quite a fluctuating. Again, that's because I'm finding it hard to find the middle, trust what the shaft's going to do. Now, I'm actually really glad, you know, that so many of you said about this. There's about 10 or 15 people that said, Alex, you should try this shaft up against that senior one, because it could be a cheaper, maybe even better alternative. Because I have been warned that this is Marmite. Now, the reason why I look at the comments is I'm powered by you. So as long as you're a subscriber and you've turned on the bell, any suggestion that you have of any clubs that you want me to test, like anything, pop it down below in the comments. I'll reply to you personally and we will put it to the test. This is ball number 5. I've not got one over 300 yet. When I put this shaft in the most forgiving head in the Taylormade Qi10 MAX, I got one over 300. I actually got a 303. And I actually honestly thought, like, this would be a perfect combo, and it's really not. Well, I'm not saying it's really not, we don't know, we need to compare it, obviously, but I'm a little bit underwhelmed, okay? Okay, last ball, let's see how this one flies. I'm actually gonna put a bit more into this. Oh, I put so much into that, that was ripped. I honestly have no better in my locker than that hit. You can actually see where I hit it. A little bit of mud, straight out the middle. I'm nervous for this shaft. I really am nervous. 286 again. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Maybe, I'm gonna have to look at this, because my clubhead speed there was 110, ball speed over 160, carry 271, spin 2,700. It's not high spin. I don't know. I'm a little bit underwhelmed, really am. I thought this would be a perfect combo for me. Now, on that note, let's get the shorter senior flex. Let's put this down. So come here, let me show you how I do this, because I think it's really interesting, this, because if you ever go for a fitting, you might think, well, blooming heck, how do we chine all these shafts? So it's going to feel so much shorter. Right, hold that on there, twist this. Now, I also know, I'm slightly disappointed with this Autoflex, but I might be shooting myself in the foot because I have no idea how this is going to perform. So, see that there? I take that whole sleeve off and I pop it on here. Now I'm just going to drop the Autoflex on the floor, and I'm making sure this is set up for neutral again. So you see how I know that? That line, that dot line up with neutral. Then I just literally turn that into there. Let me move this way because my hair is going to go all over the place, and spin it all the way in. So this is, I'm going to say, an inch shorter. So you think about it, a shorter lever should, in theory, produce a lower clubhead speed. But what is interesting, I actually personally play a shorter driver shaft, so this might be easier to find the middle. So even though that trade-off is potentially less clubhead speed, will my ball speed go up? Let's go. Same fairway, and actually, this one feels a little stiffer. Feels the same weight though. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, it feels so small. I think this Autoflex is in trouble. It's got to be. It has to be in trouble off that first hit. 269 carry, 2,200 spin. I don't know what the total is, but just basing it on those before, first shot. Now, as I say, oh my God, this clubhead speed is the biggest yet. Now, as I said, as I get a bit used to this shaft, I tend to improve with how I hit it. So if I'm doing this on number 1, what will I be doing on number 5? So 114 clubhead speed, 160.6 ball speed, And that gives me a total of, drum roll please, we didn't even touch this. Well, we did, we had 296 total. Now that is bizarre, isn't it? Think of the price point of that shaft. I mean, this just shows sometimes some shafts aren't right for you. Now, I don't want to get too carried away because we did have some good ones with the Autoflex to start with. So let's see how this goes for the next 4. Right, let's go 4 more away. I'm interested, I think we could be in trouble here. I think this shorter shaft is really going to benefit me. Here we go, ball number 2 for you. Let's go. Out the middle. Hang on to the fairway, please. Hang on. Okay, we hung on to the fairway just. 110 club head speed, 144 smash, 159 ball speed. I think this is going to be good, you know? I think this is really going to be good. And that's given me a 292 total. Now, it was a little bit down the right, but just held on. But a 292 total, second one in, second one over 290. I really think this Autoflex has something to worry about because you're looking at a shaft here that even though it's shorter, I'm feeling a lot more confident. And I actually find this quite interesting. When golfers go and get fitted, we want to have, right, please let me know if you've got a mate or anybody at your golf club. Don't name them obviously, but we all go and get fitted, don't we? And we all go, right, give me the stiffest one possible. Give me that. Whereas in reality, who cares what it is? Like, this is not a shaft I would ever go for, like not even anywhere near. But I've just gone 294, 292. Let's go ball number 3. Same fairway again, ball number 3. That is so out the middle. Look how flat that flight is. Like, that's gonna get 100% carry and roll. 100%. 292 again. How is that even possible? It's nowhere near the price. It's shorter. I'm finding the middle. I feel like I want to show you this because it doesn't sound believable. 292 yards. Now, if I flick you up to this club head speed, 108, so a little bit slower than the first couple, but 160 ball speed. And then in terms of spin, 2,300, right where I would expect it. But that flight is like a perfect flight, isn't it? It's like that you see on TV. That sounded really quite big-headed. I didn't mean it that way. It's the shaft, obviously. This senior shaft, obviously. Okay, I know I got really excited on those first 3, and you can't blame me, right? But we have 2 more left, and then we're gonna go through the averages. I don't want it all to be in vain. Now, I'm nervous, honestly, because it might be a situation here where I'm like, right, Alex, pop this straight in the bag. Here we go. And if you are enjoying these videos, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button because I'm absolutely adoring doing these. Here we go, same fairway. 3 for 3 so far. Well, I'm feeling a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Even though it feels as whippy, I think the shorter shaft, I know I keep banging on about this, but that shorter shaft, I feel a bit more predictable about where this face is gonna point, and then therefore, if I'm gonna find that middle. That was nutted again. Go on, just stay on that fairway again. Just stay on it for me. Just, and you can back me up here. 293. I feel mint with this shaft. Like, this is again, remember I put this at 9 degrees at the triple diamond head. It's shorter, 293 yards. Am I right in saying here that we have not had one under 290 total? 296, 292, 292, and finally 293. And then the Autoflex numbers were 280, 294, and then 286, 286, 286. Look at the difference. We could have a full house here with this shaft of over 290 yards. Now, it would be nice to sniff that 300 yard marker. I am going to put a little bit more into this one, like I did in the Autoflex on the final shot, so let's get one over 300. Right, I'm really going to put it all into this one. It's having it. It's absolutely having it. I've hit it harder. Come on, please stay on the fairway. I'm favouring that right wing. That wind is off the left. Oh, no. No, don't do that to me. That's like seriously teasing. We've done it though. 297. 297. Here we go. Look at that number. Now I'm going to be interested to see what other numbers we have here. 114 club head speed, fastest ball speed to date 163, and then in terms of spin a little bit more, 2,985. But you would tend to see that, wouldn't you? With the more club head speed, more ball speed, you tend to generate more spin with the same shaft and the same setup. So this really begs the question. I know I've got to go through the averages, but think about it. It was only 6 yards difference when I tested the Autoflex originally on the Qi10 MAX head, between that and a standard. How has it fared against this? Let's do the averages, but I want to say one thing right now. Obviously, this shaft is just not right for me. The numbers are in. The averages with the Autoflex, 286 yards, which is actually lower than what I had originally in the Qi10 MAX head. Right, that's just not for me, that's gone, that's not gonna happen again. Now, drum roll please, 294 yards on average this shaft went in this setup. That is a difference of 8 yards. Now, forget the price point, this is shorter. My ball speed was up, even my club head speed was up. So that's why it contributed to a much better outcome. Because at the end of the day, right, we could talk about club head speed numbers, we could talk about ball speed numbers, we could talk about spin numbers. All we're really bothered about, did it hit the fairway, did it go a long way? Well, certainly this setup did for me. Now, this is a really interesting one. I really enjoyed doing this test, and as I always say on this channel here at How Good Golf, I'm powered by you. So don't forget to subscribe, turn the bell, and pop down below in the comments what you want me to test next, because I've got some cool things I want to show you too. Thanks for watching.